Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
I am doing a storytelling challenge on YouTube, and I'm looking for someone to listen to my story. You don't have to be on camera. I'm not sure if you're interested. It would, it
How
would
long is it?
like 20 minutes or so.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it okay?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it. It's really hot, so should we maybe grab a table
Yeah.
somewhere and sit down?
Yeah. What's it for?
It's just me exploring myself, pushing my limit, like reaching out to strangers and ask for an audience and trying to practice talking to the camera
Yeah.
and practice telling stories.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to be like a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, I started last month. I think just trying it out and see how it feels like
Yeah.
and what is it like to be creating content.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go, but
That's really cool
uh,
though.
yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I have a free day.
Oh, you
I
have.
don't really know what I'm doing. I've just been walking around this part.
So you're visiting from
Florida.
Florida. Wow, welcome. And
Thank you.
like just traveling here in Japan.
Yeah, I have a cousin who's a teacher here, so I
Uh-huh.
met with her last night,
Uh-huh.
and I had sushi for the first time. It
Ah.
was pretty good.
Oh.
I've never had raw fish before, so
Oh, wow.
that was an experience. I liked it.
Yeah. And how long are you gonna be here?
Just till Sunday.
Till Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a few days to
Yeah.
explore.
I lost a couple days because of the delays.
Oh,
Here's
because of
yeah,
the
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Yeah, yeah, the system.
Yeah, that
God.
was fun.
Did you have to like you get stuck at the airport or
I
something?
had to sleep at the airport.
Oh, wow.
I was stuck for like 2 days.
Oh, God.
It was really annoying
Oh.
for everyone, not just me.
And it's I bet, is it hotter than Florida here?
I feel like Florida is the same as here.
Is the same?
It's
Oh,
still, I feel like maybe it's more humid here.
yeah, I guess so. I've never been to Florida, but I feel
Yeah.
this is quite
So yeah, the
steaming hot.
temperature is pretty
Yeah,
similar.
yeah.
But at least you guys have seasons. It can get cold here.
Yeah, but I would say like summer is the least pleasant season maybe
Yeah.
here for nature, especially in the winter there are flowers, in the autumn there are red leaves. I mean in autumn red leaves and winter we have snow sports, but summer there's typhoon, there's like heavy rain and the heat and the humidity.
Yeah. Apparently I came during the worst time, but
I don't know. It's beautifully green. I mean, yeah, it's not
yeah,
the worst time.
I agree.
um, there are some tables here. There are also some over that side. Oh yeah, because I'm happy anywhere. But
Have you gone abroad before?
yes, I've been to. I mean, I studied in Korea for South Korea for a year, and I mean I'm Chinese. I'm not from Japan, so I am abroad. um, and yeah, I've been to U.S. for I don't know how many times. I actually been to U.S. for quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would this one be okay?
Yeah.
Is it?
So do you live here right now, or you just?
I live here. Yeah, I moved here. Like how many years ago? 8 years ago. Yeah, and work here.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. So you're the. I've been doing this in this park for a week now.
Yeah.
You're the seventh person that I approach and agree to do this. So thank you.
Yeah, it's not a difficult ask. So I guess you gotta listen to something.
Yeah, and so you. I mean, if you feel like getting on the camera, I'm happy to include you too. But like,
I look gross and sweaty.
I mean, I look terrible. I always look terrible on camera. Um, so is it like a vacation that you're taking, or is it just
I've always
visiting?
wanted to come here. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
vacation.
Hmm,
Yeah, I don't have like a lot of plans,
I see.
so I'm like just doing whatever.
So today is like just a roaming day.
I might go to Sensoji Temple.
Ah, Sensoji? Yeah. That's yeah, I think that that's a good place to visit. A lot of people there though.
Yeah. I know like once you pass the temple, you can go to like the old village or something.
Yeah.
Just something to do.
Yeah, just something to do. And what is your not your first day here, right?
This is my second day here.
And what did you do? You had a sushi yesterday and
Sushi. Yeah. Didn't do much. Because I was like stuck at the airport. I was lost. I didn't know how to get out. So I wasted hours at the airport.
yeah. Okay. So the camera is shooting at me. You sure you don't want to be on? No. Cool. So I what I'll do is I actually I have a mic that I'm wearing and it has been rolling since I approached you. I'm not sure if it's okay to
That's fine.
include a conversation. Yeah, so it's okay. And I'm rolling the camera now. And yeah, so I've been telling the story in this park to different people, and it's the same story every day. I tell the same people. And this challenge, to give you some context, I've been telling the same story for today is the 19th day. So I've been telling it. At first, I just did it towards just to the camera and just talk towards the camera.
Yeah.
But then later, I thought I was trying different ways of telling the same story.
Yeah.
And one day I thought it would be interesting because talking to the camera feels really different talking to a real person. So it's like, let me find some strangers to listen to my story.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing this at this park. And yeah, so you just don't feel comfortable like respond or not, like when I'm telling a story, feel free to, if you feel like asking anything, feel free to pause me and ask too. And yeah, that's it. Just listen and see if it's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this story happened 10 years ago, 2013. So more than 10 years ago. It's me and my best friend. His English name is Neil, and we've been good friends since junior high. And and when this story happened, we were working in different cities, and we did a little bit of like biking ourselves, like bicycle trips on our own, but we wanted to do a bicycle trip together. Just couldn't find a time to do it together. And now this time we finally found a time where a 1 week time where we could do a trip together. And we were really excited, and we planned the trip, and we were saying, let's go to Vietnam. So this story happened in Vietnam. So our plan was this. So Vietnam is a really long country. In the north, it's the capital city, Hanoi. And then in the south, there's Ho Chi Minh City. It's the south, the major city in the south. And in between these two cities, it was 1,000 miles distance. And we wanted to cover it all on bikes, but we couldn't because we don't have enough time. And our plan was that we will get into Hanoi and we'll get on public transportation, maybe a train or a tour bus, and get to middle Vietnam. And from middle, we'll get on our bikes and we bike all the way to Ho Chi Minh City. So that was our plan. The day had come, and then we got into Hanoi, and we were really excited. Have you been to Vietnam?
I haven't.
No, okay. So yeah, we got into Hanoi. It's an interesting city. So a lot of motorcycles on the road, and it was really sort of chaotic. Like we were riding bicycles among all those motorcycles, and
Dangerous.
yeah, and we felt like we were just flowing in a river of motorcycles. And yeah, we explored the city for one day, and then the next day we're like, let's go get our train ticket or bus ticket to get to our start point of our bicycle trip. We went to a train station, but that's when we realized that we planned the trip at the wrong time. It was a week-long national holiday in Vietnam. So people everywhere, train tickets all sold out. And tour bus, we went and they were all sold out too. Vietnam, because it's a long country and a lot of long distance trips, the train has sleeping seats. The tour bus also have sleeping seats. I think the tour bus they have only sleeping seats. So
Sleeping?
yeah,
Okay.
sleeping. So you sleep on the bus,
Yeah.
and you maybe overnight, and then next morning you get to the city. You get off and you know do whatever you are. You have good rest.
Okay.
It's all air conditioned,
Nice.
comfortable. Yeah, and we hoped that we could take that, but like the ticket was not available.
Yeah.
So I was like, Neil, what do we do? And say, let's not give up. Let's go around and ask people and see if we can get help from local people.
Yeah.
So we asked people in the restaurants, in the hotels, in train station, bus station. We asked everyone. And luckily, with some help of some local people that we met, they pointed us to a bus terminal
Yeah.
where they say maybe not a lot of foreigners would use those buses because there was no not published schedule.
Yeah.
No one spoke English there. It was difficult for foreigners to navigate.
Yeah.
And so you may have a chance, you know. Yeah. So we went there because it sounded like that it was the only choice that we have. So we went there and we used Google Translate. 10 years back, luckily, there was also already Google Translate. We asked whether there's ticket, and luckily they say yes. There was a bus going to a city called Nha Trang, which is in the middle towards the south. So it will leave us enough time to do a bike trip, but also enough time to get to Ho Chi Minh and fly back home.
Okay.
So that's great. And
Always a way.
yeah, there's always a way. And we were glad, and then they have a guy led us to the bus that we were going to take, and then we're in front of the bus. It was a Q yellow bus, but it was really old and outdated. It was like this is nothing that I imagined. You know, the sleeping bus, the sleeping seats on the bus, on the train.
Yeah.
And this bus has no air conditioning, no sleeping seats. And we asked the bus driver, how long does it take?
Right.
And the bus driver, it was the morning in that day, and then the bus driver say, it's tomorrow evening, we'll get there. So we're like, 2 whole days. We're gonna be on that bus. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. Are we going to really get on this bus? Because we're going to do a bicycle trip right out of this, right?
How
And
determined am I?
yeah, it's like, would I still have that strength and power to do the bicycle trip?
Yeah.
And Neil was like, nah, what can we do? Like, this is our only option. Let's see where the bus takes us, and let's see how we feel after we get there.
Yeah.
So we got on the bus anyways. We had a lot of questions about how do we eat? How do we go to toilet?
Right.
I mean, there was no toilet on the bus. They do stop for toilet and then eat. Before we got on the bus, we thought maybe we should buy some food. But luckily, they do stop at restaurants, but there was no other choices. It's just one restaurant. And you go in, you eat, everybody eat the same thing.
Yeah, can't be picky.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we got food. So we got on the bus. And when we got on the bus, we thought like this was going to be an exhausting trip. But we got on the bus, the 2-day turned out to be a beautiful journey. Yeah, the crew was, there was a crew running this bus, 4 of them. 2 drivers and 2 conductors. So the drivers drive and they take shifts. So one sleep, one drive.
Yeah.
And then the conductor also take shifts. And their job is mainly just, get passengers.
Okay.
They stop all the time
Yeah.
to get passengers because they need to make money.
Yeah.
And a lot of passengers, they don't use the bus as like really long distance bus. They would just get on halfway, get off halfway, a few hours from one city to another, and then they use it like a local commute. And we 2 foreigners were almost the only person who stayed on the bus for more than 30 hours. So the crew, there was this crew, and the crew, because we have so much time
Yeah.
on the bus and nothing to do, so the crew started to chat with us on Google Translate.
Oh, right.
And there was this young guy in this crew, and he started to, tell me about his like previous relationships and the girls that he met, and then show me pictures even. And we started to get to know and bonded a little bit, with each other. And then also in the bus, because nothing to do, we were just paying attention to whatever we could look at. Look out of the window, the rice field there were beautiful, and on both sides of the road, rice field, and also part of the road goes along the sea.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So
Beautiful scenery.
beautiful scenery.
Good company.
Yeah, good company. And the passengers, we didn't speak Vietnamese, but we just get a sense of Vietnam is really chill kind of vibe country, and people there are less careful. Not sure how to put it. Like they're like they don't care much. It feels like. I saw this guy who got on the bus. He had an insect staying on his neck,
Yeah.
and I was pretty sure that he knew that it was an insect. It was
it
like
big?
like a cricket or something.
Oh, wow.
It's like, but he just didn't even like feel like making the effort to get rid of
Aw.
it. It's like, chill, this is my pet.
I love that.
Yeah, he got on the bus and he talked to the conductor, and I didn't understand what they say, but I just felt like he got on the bus. He was like, where does this bus go? I just want to sit down and chill. And he sat down for a few hours to
Yeah.
another town, and then he got off.
They embrace nature.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of interesting things that we witnessed along the way too. There was a car that somehow got into the middle of the rice field, and we didn't see any track or something that the signs of like the car went into the rice field. So to us, it just felt like the car was somehow dropped into the middle of the
Yeah.
rice field, and we were like, all the passengers were looking at the
So
car.
everyone
Was like,
concerned.
yeah, it was like, what happened?
Right.
Yeah. And also a traffic accident, like a car was ran over, and then there was a section of the road where there were cows like walking slowly in the middle of the road, and
That's cute.
all the cars just have to like just
Yeah.
run slowly and patiently waiting. And there was a truck that was running towards the other direction, and the truck was transporting some fruits.
Yeah.
And one of the box of the fruits just fell off in the middle of the road, and our crew saw it, and our crew was waving to the truck driver and trying to stop the bus, but trying to stop the truck,
Yeah.
but the truck driver didn't see it, and the truck just went away.
His produce.
Yeah, and then our bus just stopped, and the whole crew just went down, and they were just checking there was no other cars passing by, and then they grabbed the valve box and with big smiles on their face and
Yeah.
grabbed it onto the bus. And because we were the only foreigners, 2 foreigners on the bus, and they gave us one of the
I
fruits.
love that. Hey, look, it's free.
Yeah.
He didn't see it, so
Yeah, yeah, I got free gifts.
you don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah, yeah, and so things like that, all like little things that happen, and interesting, new to us.
Yeah.
Like it was totally a new experience, and being on the bus for 2 days, we just felt like we were on a road trip with a bunch of strangers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
felt like we're on a ship that is sailing towards something, towards a dream. Maybe not like everyone maybe have different dreams, but we were on the same journey, at least for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And thinking about it, it was amazing how people's life, can converge at that time, space in that bus
Yeah.
for a short moment, and then we separated. We went on our separate journey. Yeah, that's also what happened. Like at the end of the trip, we got to our city to start our bike trip. We got our bicycle. It was evening, like the driver said, and got our bikes back. Got on our bikes. We say goodbye to the crew. The crew were all smiling and then waving to us.
Yeah.
We almost didn't want that bus trip to end,
Yeah.
but we have our bicycle trip to do, which was another story, which was also a beautiful journey too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the end of that journey, and that was also the story that I wanted to tell. And I've been telling the story. I've been reflecting why I wanted to tell this story. And one thing I realized is that there are times that you're looking at a goal, you're trying to achieve something, and there are multiple ways to do it. Sometimes there are easier ways, sometimes there are more difficult ways. And sometimes when the easier ways are not available,
Yeah.
and you're looking at this thing that it looks horrible, looks, like I don't want to go this route.
Yeah.
But the moment you get into doing it, get into the process of like this experience, and if you give it time and space, feel it, pay attention, be present, be intentional, it could really turn into a beautiful memory.
Yeah.
Reflecting today, if back then we were going to get on a train or a sleeping bus,
Yeah.
none of this would happen,
Yeah.
and I would like that would be the easy route, and then I would just get onto my bicycle trip with Neo.
Yeah. But
But
you
then-
wouldn't have this really amazing side story where like you were able to interact and meet some really cool people and like get a glimpse of their life, their everyday life.
Yeah,
That thing
exactly.
is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be here telling this story 10 years
Yeah.
later.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for telling me.
Thank
I really
you.
like the moral of the story too. Like embracing change and not trying to fight it. Because I feel like that's when people get really stressed and upset
Yeah.
is when they try to fight, you know, when things are outside of their control.
Yeah,
Like it was outside of your control that it was like the festival and it was super busy in Vietnam and all
Yeah.
the tickets were gone.
yeah,
You guys could have gotten upset and be like, oh, let's just go back home. But
Yeah.
then if you did that, you would have missed this amazing bike trip and those
Yeah.
people that you met on the bus.
yeah.
So I love that moral of the story, and I love that you're sharing it with people.
Thank you, and thank you for listening to the story.
course.
Oh, appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank
Well,
you.
good luck on your journey and what you're doing. I think
Thank-
it's really brave.
Thank you.
It's like I'm traveling alone. I do have a cousin here, but she works. She's a school teacher.
Hmm.
So like I'm kind of just like also trying to step outside my comfort zone too, and like eating at restaurants alone,
Yeah.
and like navigating. I don't speak any Japanese. So
Uh-huh.
This is like a challenge. So
Yeah.
I really commend you for putting yourself out there.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
And hope you enjoy your journey here too in
Thank
Japan.
you. I like when the breeze comes.
Yeah, yeah. There
I
was a
appreciate that.
yeah. There was a moment when there was some breeze, but like now it's let me stop the camera. But it's now
It's gone.
yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. We
Um,
embrace it.
yeah, we embrace
Yeah,
it.
we get what we can. Really.
But you're from Florida, so I guess it's not that bad for you, is it?
It is. It still is. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Are you gonna stay here?
No, I'm actually going back home, or actually going back to work.
okay.
Yeah.
Is this your break?
Yeah, sort of. I squeezed some time to come here. I thought I wouldn't come here. Actually, my 25 days challenge of telling the same story
Yeah.
will end at the end of this month, and for the remaining days, I wouldn't have time to come here. So you're actually the last person that I would
I
tell
feel
the
so
story.
special. Awesome.
Thank you for I'm so glad that I still come. I thought I wouldn't come today because like my schedule was a little bit tight from this point on, but I thought I would come here and give it a shot, and
Yeah.
you're the first person I approach, and you say yes. Thank
Have you
you.
posted anything on YouTube yet?
Yes, I've been posting it every day. If,
Oh, okay.
are you interested in?
I wanna see.
Yeah, I made let me. I can give you my handle. X
What is it?
XBILL
BILL
AO.
AO.
Do you find someone called Bill?
This is you?
Yes, that's me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
See it.
last month I did a challenge of just talking to the camera about anything that is on my mind,
Yeah.
and this month I'm doing this telling story challenge.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's next, but yeah.
Something cool. Another adventure.
Oh, thank
Alright,
you.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Have a great
Yeah, you
day.
too. Enjoy your trip. Yeah, bye bye.